What's up everybody, I hope you're all happy and well. I'm Jay and welcome to my channel. Now I've decided to create Equilibrium all across the league just to see what would happen. As you can see, I have taken every team, dropped down their reputation, dropped down their training, youth facilities, youth recruit, and also their capacity. So every single team all across all 7-8 leagues, they're all equal. The only advantage is that these teams in the Premier League and the leagues below have all these players that they can sell to build back their money. Their money is pretty low as well. They're all on zero. All their bills, anything financial, anything has all been gone. And as you can see, they should. Yes, there is. Their income is on zero. That's it. Their wage budget, that's what they've got to pay. So they have to sell players. They've got no debts, apart from the transfer debts. I've taken everything away. As you can see, Liverpool, again, they have 500 capacity stadium. Their reputation is down, training facilities, youth facilities, but they have these players which they can save money on. Obviously Mohamed Salah is on 350,000 a week, and then you've got Van Dijk who's on 240,000 a week, and it's the same with every team. Man City, Kyle Walker, 1,800,000 per week. This is what they have to pay, and they have no money to pay with. No one has. Every team in every league I have done. So Sky Bet 2 are exactly the same. Colchester, 500 capacity, got no money. All the debts are cleared. Everything is all cleared. Everyone, every team is Equilibrium. There is no one, apart from all the players that they have and the wages that they have to spend. Everyone has the same capacity stadium, same reputation, same training. I've got a funny feeling I know what's going to happen here. Obviously, the Premier League is going to be able to build back up again, but they're not going to be very strong because obviously they're going to have to get rid of all their players. But how well will they do in Europe now that the Premier League is not a big, strong league in Europe? Should we find out what happens? Let's go for it. Welcome back to season 23-24. At the end of it, we seem to have absolutely no change. Even though everyone is equal across the board, a lot of teams have obviously made money from selling players. So obviously Man City has won the league, Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle, Man United and Chelsea. All seems pretty much how it should be. So the reputation of Man City has gone up slightly. What about their finances? Oh, it's gone down. It's gone down now. But their income is 74 million. And it's all down to players sold. So they've sold, obviously made quite a bit of money with the selling of the players. They've done nothing with the stadium capacity. They've moved to Wembley. Man City's moved to Wembley. Why have they done that? Or how have they done that? Social media following is quite high. They're in the Champions League, and yet they've moved to Wembley. So transfer history. So they got rid of Bernardo Silva and Taylor Harwood-Bellis. Not much there. They've had no transfers in. Transfers in, they've spent, that was the season before. They spent quite a bit of money there. Okay, I think that this is the stadium. Like I say, London. Why have they moved to London? Have they all moved to London? Obviously personal history. No, look. That's strange, but yet they're still holding on to Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, Ruben Diaz. Yet their finances overall balance. Income this month. Yet the profit. Yet they've got a transfer budget of 139 million. The wage budget is 4 million. Yet debts and loans. They've got a transfer debt of 45 million. Sponsors. So they've got a general of 1.9 million, which is going to give them 5 years of ticket prices, 30. Obviously, they're going to start making a lot of money now. Now that's strange. Should we see what everyone else has been doing? So Liverpool, where have you gone to then? You got 76 million. This is what I mean. I knew something would happen. See, they've got 140 million transfer budget. Originally, it was what? How? So they've managed to put expanded capacity. That's bigger than what it used to. But how? Obviously, the game's obviously put it back. The game's obviously not allowing us to destroy these teams. No, the game's obviously not allowing us to destroy these teams. They've sold Mohamed Salah. This is very interesting. Arsenal, what about their stadium? See, they're at Wembley, huh? Transfer history. They've literally got every. Yet they've been buying players in. What's their finances like? Income, they've only got 3 million. So what? I don't quite understand. Have we messed with the game? Income, they've only got 1.5 million. Yet they're still in debt. See, they've got no transfer budget. Stadium has stayed the same. How has St James's Park stayed the same? And yet they've got 4 players in. Huh. Okay, let's have a look at Man United then. So Man United have got rid of a load of players. No transfers in. Finances, they've got no money either. Yeah, they're playing at London as well. Everyone's playing at London. Apart from Liverpool, who have managed to go back to Anfield, and yet it's at full. And see, I've dropped everything down. I give them 500 capacity stadium. Stadium condition is very good. Reputation, that's low. How did they do in the Champions League? Right, so the round of 16 in the Champions League of last season, Man City got knocked out, Newcastle got knocked out, and that's it. That's the only British teams that are in there. Quarterfinals, yeah. So that's the Champions League, Europa League of last season. I'm guessing 2024. It should change over. Liverpool went through. Man United went through. Arsenal went through. Who won it? Arsenal won it in the end. Liverpool got knocked out. Arsenal. So that they must be making some money from the Champions League. Even bloody Man United got knocked out a lot. Okay. So the English Premier League is still the top league in the competition reputation. So Man United playing at London. Everyone's playing at London. Chelsea. See, they're Stamford Bridge, and yet they have got 500 capacity. Is that gonna? But they got 18 million. Currently spending. They're spending too much money. So the profit overall balance is minus 31 million. That's their overall balance. Aston Villa. 4 million. They've made a bit of money. Aston Villa have. Stadium. Still in Birmingham. Villa Park. Hey, look. Capacity 500. Seating capacity 500. Expansion capacity 500. Surface grass. Stadium condition very good. Undersoil heating no. And roof. I got rid of all that. Transfer history. No, they got rid of a few players. But Arsenal bought them for 26 million. Bournemouth Stadium. So why has the game allowed certain teams to do well? That's really strange. Have I really messed this league up? Sky Championship. Leeds. Same. What about their finances? See, they're slightly in debt, but they've made an income of 21 million. So the stadium sponsors income. They've made 2 point. Oh, it's going to be over a duration of 15 years. But I took all that away. Ticket prices 31. Average season ticket price 160. Season ticket holders 1,200. 12,000. Yeah. 1,200, 12,000, depending. How you say it? Transfer budget. They've got a transfer budget of 32 million. How? No, I'm confused. I'm very confused. What about Portsmouth? They've got a stadium. How have they got a stadium? They moved? Have they moved? Did they move? That's 12,000 stadium. So what's their money like? Norwich. Norwich are in debt. Stadium. They've got 5,000. Oh, so they've obviously they moved. Everyone's moving. Let's just. So if they've got, they're making money. Maybe I'll go back to the Premier League. Let's have a look at this. This is confusing me now. So Wolves, 500. West Ham, they're at London as well. Wow, everyone's playing at London by the looks of it. Tottenham, London. Southampton, nope, they're stuck there. Forest. Newcastle. Stadium's the same. Man United, they're at Wembley. How? Look at that debt. 235 million. So Man City won it last season. 31 million. They're only 31 million debt. Yet they're playing at London. Everton? No, they've changed theirs. So Liverpool's moved to London. No, Liverpool's got Anfield. I did not change that Anfield. So you can see I've dropped everything down. Anfield, how did they manage to do that? Has anyone else still got their stadium? No. Right, I'm going to put Anfield down to 500. Can't have that. How? No, that's... No, you can't. You cannot have that. So I've now dropped Liverpool back down to 500 capacity. I suppose we better move on another season. See how we go. So we've got... How many teams we've got playing at London? 1. Manchester City playing at London. Man United at London. Tottenham is playing at London. West Ham are at London. So pretty much the big club. Fulham at London. No, they've got their stadium. Well, I can't really let Liverpool lose theirs and Chelsea there. Yeah, Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, they've still got. What finance have they got? They're in debt, 31 million. Crystal Palace have made money. How have they made money? I think I've wrecked the system. What are you making money from? Income. TV revenue. Everton got 5 million. Fulham, 19 million. That's probably because they got their stadium. Players sold. The players sold us. TV revenue. No sponsorship. 4 million. Lost a lot there. Ipswich Town. Everyone's in debt. United are big in debt. Nottingham Forest made money. Debt. Wolverhampton made money. Arsenal, debt. Aston Villa made money. Bournemouth made money. Now, Brighton made money. Burnley made money. Chelsea in debt. Okay, now let's just go on to the Championship. I'm confused. This is just blowing me away, this has. Right, Birmingham, finances, made money. Made money. Made a lot of money. Made money. Cardiff in debt. So, how are these all making money? Leeds are in debt. Luton Town, 83. That's probably because of the money they got from the season before. Is this going to cause a big change? $87. Okay, let's drop down to the lower leagues, see if they're actually making any money. Because these have all got the same. Look, oh no, your stadium's got. So these have all actually got stadiums now. I did do these. Yeah, because look, I did all that. And yet, they brought them back. What about your finances? Finances are pretty good. So it's chosen. How has the algorithm managed to do certain things for certain teams when I equalized all of them? No one was any different. They're all equal. See, look, they all started off low, look. Right, should we move on to another season? See what happens. Right, so we're back from the 24-25 season. Again, no change really. I suppose a little drop in Liverpool. Man United have dropped. Leicester, Fulham and Ipswich have been relegated, but Man City still won. Arsenal coming second. Okay, so it's getting interesting. Man City, even more in debt. They've made no money. Yeah, they've got a 4 million wage budget. How do they manage that? Their reputation's going up. Stadium still at London. Transfers. Only sold 17 million, yet they brought a player in for 9. It is quite a bit of business, by the looks of it. Bernardo Silva, 94 million. But they brought in a player for 85 million from Tottenham. Okay, so Man United. Those transfers, they're not really made. They've got rid of a lot of players. A lot of players, but they brought no one in. And their stadium's still at London. They're still playing at London. Finances. Oh, 320 million in debt. Their wage budget is only... Oh, no. No. That's not looking good at all. Surely they should have got some... 40, that's over 8 years. So, overview. It's still at Wembley. Still got Bernardo Fernandes. Rafael Varane they still got. So they're still paying him. Look how much they're paying him. 250,000 per week. And you're on 245. And they've got Graham Potter as the manager. Who was the manager last time? 20 in the Premier League. Newcastle. Sheffield Community Stadium. So they've moved. They've now moved. Stadium. That's in Sheffield. Newcastle have gone to Sheffield. Finances. Only 16 million in debt. They brought one player in for free. Yet they only 54k sell him. But they brought in quite a few players. We could possibly see a change. Gorstal on sea. They've gone to a 5,000 capacity stadium. Finances, 6 million in debt. Is this supposed to be their projection? About 100 million? Made a lot of money, but then they started to claw a bit of money back. Nottingham Forest. 41. Well, now we could actually see. It's all down to think the clever business. They're in Leicester. 40,000 stadium. We could actually see some teams swapping over. 40,000. Southampton. Still at St Mary's Stadium. Finances. 70 million in debt. Stadium, that's the stadium still. Transfers? No transfers. 3.4 million. They brought cheap players in. They're on free. Tottenham Hotspur transfers. Transfers out. 94 million. So they're obviously getting desperate for money. Who's the biggest one? They're obviously getting rid of... there's 85 million there. To Man City. What's this stadium? They're at London. Finances? They're out of debt. They're now out of debt. West Ham United, 28 million in debt. Stadium, obviously. London, transfers. Not really. They got rid of a few players. Wolves, 5 million, but none in. So they're all trying to claw money back. Well, no. They've been buying some players in, haven't they? Stadium, they're at London. Aston Villa are now at Wolverhampton Community Stadium. 40,000. Bournemouth, staying where they are. Brentford, Brighton, 26. The Robert De Zerbi Arena. That's new. Or they renamed it. They've actually named that after their manager, who is still there. You must be doing something well. Finances, 70 million. They've made 70 million. This is looking pretty interesting now. 92 million for Burnley. Oh, Chelsea are in debt. Stadium, Brighton. They're playing at Brighton. What? Crystal Palace, Everton, Goodison Park, Sheffield. They're playing at Sheffield. They're now... Luton have got another stadium. So the big clubs ain't actually moved, apart from just... They've just moved. And the finances, 41 million for Nottingham Forest. 17 in debt. West Ham are in debt. Wolverhampton, 59 million. Arsenal in debt still. Aston Villa in debt. Bournemouth. Brentford making money. Brighton, 70 million. Burnley, 92 million. Chelsea, big in debt. Liverpool in debt. Luton Town making money. Man City, way in debt. So this is the Premier League, and 9 points deducted from Man United because they've gone into administration. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So in the next 5 years, we could see something completely different. See, they've not all gone in debt. I think they've sorted themselves out. Yeah, Blackpool. Yeah, they're back in. They're all making money now. Oh no, Exeter ain't. Fleetwood ain't. Stadiums? No, the stadiums are pretty the same. No, So they've all got stadiums. This is very strange. Very, very strange. Let's go right down to the bottom. Let's go to here. See, they've got all their stadiums back. What about their finances? They're doing actually better than some of the Premier League teams. Okay. What about the managers? Let's see if the managers have actually stuck around. So we only really want to be looking at the big teams, don't we? So Arsenal's manager, Mikel Arteta, you are still there. Unite Emirate, Aston Villa, yeah. Bournemouth ain't got a manager. Brentford, David Moyes. Yes, because you have a stadium named after you now. Burnley, Vincent Kompany. You're at Chelsea. Yeah, that's right, yeah. See, you're at 43,000. Thomas Frank is at Crystal Palace. Marco Silva. Oh, that's Liverpool's manager, is it? Ivan Lenko. And then Luton, I've got Frank Lampard. Pep Guardiola is still at Man City. Graham Potter is now at Man United. Eddie Howe. Yeah. Oh, you're still at Forest. Don't know about you. Eric Ten Hag is at Tottenham. Oh, they're going to love that. Dean Smith is at West Ham. Rafael Hasenhuttl. Okay, I think we ought to move it on 5 years. Just to see what happens. 9 points deducted from Man United. Administration. Whoa. So we'll see if any of the teams have built back up again. So we'll go for another 3 years. No, actually, we'll go to 2030, see what happens. Okay, so after 5 years, we are now back. And this is England. So far, we don't seem to be doing too bad. This is England as it is. Raheem Sterling is still captain of, well, he's vice-captain. Jude Bellingham still captain. Let's actually see how the Premier League now looks. And it looks pretty much the same. There doesn't seem to be any changes at all. None. But it has dropped down. It's dropped down in the club's reputation. So in the last year, it actually went down to second. Now that's interesting. Man City still holders. Let's have a look, see how we did. So we'll go back to when we stopped, which was about 2027. Man City, Aston Villa, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United. 2028, Arsenal, Newcastle, Man City, Aston Villa. So the teams are still there. Man United, who was actually up for administration, is still there, still doing well. Now, Arsenal, Newcastle, Liverpool, Man City. So Man City's actually lost their way a little bit. But all the teams still seem to be there. Chelsea and Man United have dropped a little bit. In the last season, Man City actually came back up to win. So how are these teams actually doing? Because I've tried to destroy this league, as well as every other team, and yet it doesn't seem to be making much effect at all. Man City. Now they're at Wembley, and they've got Roberto De Zerbi. That's their manager now, Phil Foden. He must be getting old now. He is 30 years of age. It's still the same. What about their finances? See, the reputation's gone up slightly. They've done something with the training faculty. Social media, has that gone down or up? I don't know. Finances. That's not very good at all, is it? That's still in debt. No, that's still not looking. How are they managing to do that then? Transfer history. So they've actually brought a lot of players. Yeah, they've got rid of a load. Okay, I didn't really think this would make much of a difference dropping all these teams down. I really didn't think. Because there is a way that they're going to try and keep themselves up. Man United have now got 48 million. Their stadium, they've gone back to Manchester with a 60 capacity stadium. Eric Ten Hag Arena. Year built was 2027. That's been built. They've managed to build a stadium. That transfer history. So it's pretty much there. They didn't really buy it. They just got freebies. So 44 million is about the biggest they've gone at him. So we've still got 20 Premier Leagues. Get the 48 million. Get Will Still as their manager. Have they become a normal team? Stadium doesn't seem to say so, does it? Newcastle, Eddie Howe Stadium. So all these stadiums are actually being named after managers. What about their finances? See, their reputation's gone up. Training facility a little bit. But we've actually done nothing. 17 million. It's done really nothing. Getting rid of these, their projection's gone down by the looks of it. I don't really think Norwich, they've got some money now. Norwich have. Stadium at David Wagner Arena. These all being named after managers. Yeah, they are. Look, Nuno Espirito Santos Stadium, Nottingham Forest, Chris Wilder Stadium, Jermaine Defoe Arena. Yeah, they're all being named. Who's got that? That's Arsenal. And they've all been built. Unite Emery Stadium. What? Thomas Frank Stadium. Vincent Company Stadium. Really? What? The Roy Hodgson Stadium. Bramley Moore Dock Stadium. Okay, that's what they were having in the first place. So that's not... Stephen Gerrard Park. So they're actually naming all their stadiums after players and managers. Wembley, they've still got Wembley. Eric Ten Hag Arena. Really? What happened there then? Finances. So you're actually 48. You've got 17 million. You've got the most money. 92, 30. So the richest... Oh, no, actually. Sunderland are a rich team. Wolverhampton are a very rich team. Arsenal. So some of the lower teams are actually making quite a lot of money, but they don't seem to be challenging much for the Premier League. So Wolves, where's Wolves ain't in there? So Wolves gone down, yet they've got all this money, but they've obviously gone back up. Man City's still winning. Leicester, what's there? See, they've got plenty of money. They've all got plenty of money. And their stadium is now called the Enzo Maresca Park. It's unbelievable. They've all been named. Luton Power Court. Midlands Gareth Southgate Arena. And Southampton have got the Russell Martin Stadium. Are they all like that? Have they all done that? Oh, AFC Telford. Now, where have you come from? You have really shot up the leagues. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So you was in the north. And you've managed to get yourself all the way up there. Your stadium's just the new Buckshead. New Buckheads. Your finances are not great. How have you managed to do that then? See, this looks pretty much... Wrexham's in there. 11 million. That's their stadium. The Gnoll. Let's just have a quick look, see if the stadiums are named after others. Birmingham Stadium. JJ Okocha Stadium. Lewis Carey Park. Cardiff Stadium. Charlton Stadium. Exton. What? Fulham Stadium. Hull Stadium. That's it. That's all you're going to get. And they're all being built in 2025. Terry Butcher Stadium. That's an old defender from the 80s and 90s, that is. Daniel Fark Arena. So, Power Court. Wow. Gareth Southgate Arena. Peterborough Stadium. So, it's either Kevin Hodge. So, it's either named after a top player. David Moyes Arena. Who's that? West Ham. Roberto Martinez. I don't know. So, how's their finances in this league? So, no one's actually in debt anymore. No one is in debt. Who is that? That's Fulham. What? Let's try League One. Who are we seeing in League One? Don't look any different really. Derby's in there, Coventry. Lower stuff's in there. They're a lower team. Yeah, they've come through from the Ifman League. So they actually was English Southern, National Law. They really have shot up, they have. Crown Meadow. So obviously these teams that I couldn't touch obviously was able to gain a little bit of money, were you? Not too much. This is very, very strange. Sheffield Wednesday's dropped down a bit. What about League Two? So it's not really much of a change. QPR's dropped down a little bit. Then again, QPR's been hanging around there anyway. Southend. No, I don't think we've really seen that much. Apart from that, the Premier League's dropped. MK Dons now in Valderrama. No one seems to be... No, I don't think really there's much difference. I just think the teams have managed to sort themselves out. I don't think anything's actually happened. No, Man City's winning it. Say, they've all got money. They've all got stadiums named after managers and players, which I do find quite interesting. Get rid of all their stadiums, get rid of all their... And yet they come back and build... Nearly every team has built a brand new stadium. Look, 2026, 2026, 2026. They've all got new stadiums. How does that work? So in the year 2025, 2026 and 2027, all across England, new stadiums were built. That's mad. That is crazy. And the same happened in the Championship as well. Is that right? So you're 2003, you've got probably one of the oldest stadiums. 2027, new stadium built. 26, 25, 26, 25. All new stadiums built all across England. So obviously this has not really... Getting rid of it, making everyone equal, it's not really done any good. It's absolutely made no difference whatsoever. Few teams have benefited. But other than that, West Ham, they've gone right down. David Moyes Arena. David Moyes Arena. Finances, they're all good. All doing all right. Let's have a look, see how they got up in Europe. So we've had no team that's actually won. No English team that's actually won in the last 5 years. None at all. Last team to win was Man City. See, not even semi-final. Quarter-final? No, not an English team. Round of 16. Man City. Newcastle. Why is this still doing the Champions League path? Oh, no, that's right. 2026. League phase. There you go. Look, not one English. Man City had to qualify. Aston Villa and Chelsea, they all had to. Okay, so it's really affected Europe more than anything. Yeah, again, not one English team. Arsenal, just there. Man City, Aston Villa, Newcastle. No, Man City just squeezed in. See, Man City's got all this debt. What's their team like? Can we see how much it's valued? What's the team value? Best 11. That's pretty much the way it was. Few that have disappeared. So last season, and the season before. So he's still got Edison in goal. Foden, Alvarez. These might have changed a little bit. Defence. Yeah. Stone, Ruben Diaz. Where's you gone to? No, you're still at Man City. Ruben Diaz. You've gone to... Does that tell you where you've gone to? Just says Portugal. You're there, aren't you? Inaki. Defender. Altai. Rodri. Where you gone to? Paris Saint-Germain. Earl Haaland. You're not there anymore. Where have you gone to? You've gone to PSG. Kevin De Bruyne. Have you retired? You're a manager now. Kevin De Bruyne is now a manager. So we've not really done very well in Europe. Yet Man City, Arsenal, see, they've done well. Man United is nowhere to be seen. Man City, Liverpool, dropping in every now and then. So who's Man City manager? Who's the Liverpool manager now? Andoli Iraola. See, Trent's still there. That does surprise me. Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones. Let's have a look at their top. Best 11. We'll go with last. So Núñez, McAllister. Okay, so we've still got Trent playing in midfield or defensive midfield. Who are you? Leo Ostergaard. How old? 30 years of age. Joe Gomez is still there. This could be an old team. 34. Conte's in his 30. Trent is obviously 31. Jay Bowen. So it's changed a bit. Darwin Núñez. Has he actually scored any goals? Or does he keep hitting that post? Fairly strong, very strong, right foot. Recent form, nothing on there. Obviously because I can't... yeah, look, there you go. Total appearances, 16 goals, 15 goals, 13 goals. Darwin Núñez. McAllister, still there, aren't you? So who's overview? Let's have a look. So Arsenal's manager now is Marco Rose. Des Buckingham. Aston Villa. Who's Des Buckingham? Des Buckingham. Where have you come from? Okay, so you've managed quite a few teams. You're Australian? Jess Marsh, United States. Neil Harris. Nope, I ain't even going to try and pronounce that. Ryan Mason. So we're getting some players. No job at Crystal Palace. So see, Roberto, yeah, you're still there. Come from Brighton straight to Man City, sorry. Straight to Man City. Will Still is the manager. See, you've still got Andre Onana and Raspadori. Andrew Marcato. Will Still. Never heard of him. Is he a player? He's got to be a player somewhere. No, he's not. He's just a performance. I'm speechless. This is not the Premier League that we like to see. Brendan Rodgers still about. Newcastle. Scott Parker. Kieran O'Leary. Job advertisements to Sheffield United. Sunderland still got a job. And Zolst Low. He's the Tottenham manager. Alexander Freya. Free. See, they're built their training faculty up and a youth faculty up. Oh. Gary O'Neill Park. 26,000. So there you go. It just goes to show that when you drop all the teams down to exactly the same to get equilibrium, it makes no difference whatsoever. Because somehow the game seems to put them all back to where they should be. But the managers are all over the place. Let's have a look at Champions League. The top teams in the Champions League. So PSG's got Luis Enrique as their manager. Parc de Prince, that's still the same, I think. Santiago Bernabéu, they've got Abel Ferreira. Barcelona's manager, Jurgen Klopp. Atletico, still got Diego Simeone. Still! That bloke must be the longest running manager ever. How long have you been there for? Does it actually say? 60. Expires in 2033. You have been there for over nearly 20 years. That's not right for a manager. That is not right for a manager. No manager stays at a team for over 20 years unless it's obvious. No, I don't think Alex Ferguson did he? He might have done. Mikel Arteta's gone there. Bayern Munich has got Zinedine Zidane. Well, there you go. That is what happens if you try and reset or cause equilibrium in the whole of the Football League. It makes no difference whatsoever. They'll all find a way of building grounds. It's only got 34 capacity, that one, the Steven Gerrard Park. But yeah, there it is. Absolutely hardly any change at all. There's no one in that league that shouldn't be there. No one at all. All right, it's dropped down to second place, obviously, because we're not doing very well in Europe. That's just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Right. Well, thank you very much for watching this little video. It was just something I wanted to do. I didn't really think it would make much difference myself. But with all the change of the stadiums, that's the biggest surprise, I think. I didn't realise they started naming all their stadiums after players or managers that had been there. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'll be very much appreciate that. And look out for any more videos that I will do. There is one that I've got an idea for, and I'm hoping to get onto it. It's called, it will be called The Invasion of the Lower Leagues. And if that sounds any good to you, you know where to find it. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye-bye.